So for those of you who don't know, I wrote The Pastor's Daughter Provoked, which exposed the truth about deception and spiritual abuse. And this was deception and spiritual abuse that I endured at the hands of my father. So instead of repenting, instead of correcting, instead of even staying silent, he decided to write his own book, The Hitman and the Preacher. So some might see this as just another story. But those of us who have discernment know that every book has an agenda. Every word has a purpose. So we're not just reading, we're analyzing. We are breaking it down to see what's being said and what's not being said. And we're looking for the deception that's interwoven into the story. So I wrote down a plan here of how we'll go about analyzing this book. And so from what I saw, this book has 11 chapters. And so we're going to tackle them one by one, and we'll read excerpts, then we'll pause and analyze it together. Okay. And then I'll give my breakdown, and I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear the discerning message. What are you getting? What are you hearing? What is your discernment telling you? So here's what we're going to be looking for. Manipulation tactics. Is the author, my father, is the author playing the victim? Is he gaslighting? Is he twisting the truth? Is he twisting narratives? Are we hearing contradictions and inconsistencies? So does the story align with the facts? Does it align with previous statements that he's made? Okay. Then we're looking for and listening for emotional manipulation. So is he trying to, or does he try to elicit some type of sympathy from you, from the reader? Is he trying to get you to feel guilty? Does he paint himself as some type of misunderstood hero? Then we're listening for omissions and strategic wording. What is left unsaid? What details are conveniently vague? And then we'll have discernment pauses throughout the reading where I'll ask you key questions and I'll give you time to process it and respond. So y'all, we're going to really take our time with this. Okay. So guys, make sure that you like and share the video, because if you know someone that can really use a deep dive into discernment, then this is their opportunity to really dive in. Okay. And so we want to recognize where the deception is. We want to know where it's showing up. And so here are some key questions that we're going to be asking. Okay, you guys, who benefits from this version of the story? Okay. So now you have available to you two sides of the story. Now, some say there's two sides, some say there's three sides, and some say there's more than that. But right now you have two sides of the story, which a lot of people don't have that benefit, right? So you have the benefit of hearing both my side of the story and his. So who benefits from the story? Every narrative, every story serves somebody. So who is this book trying to protect? Who is this book trying to elevate? Who is this book trying to discredit? Okay. The next question that we have in our minds here is, where is the accountability? Does my father take any accountability or responsibility at all? Does he shift the blame? The next question, what emotions is he trying to evoke? What is he trying to get us? What is he trying to get us to feel? Some type of fear, some type of sympathy, some type of justification. What is he trying to get us to feel by the way he's telling this story? Then our next question is, what's missing? Because sometimes the silence is just as loud or louder than words. What details are being left out? The details that you may need that would either change the story or change your perception, change your judgment, and change your ultimate discerning decision. And then lastly, what does this teach us about deception? Because ultimately, we want our discernment to be the counterattack to deception. Anytime deception is coming at us, discernment is our weapon. So what is this? What is this story teaching us about deception? This book serve as a case study for manipulation and rewriting history. What is a discerning message that you are getting from the story? So this is more than a book review. This is more than a book reading. This is ground zero, training ground for discernment. And by the time we're done, y'all, you'll walk away sharper, smarter, wiser, and more confident in your ability to spot deception whenever it happens and whoever it comes through.